Today we have some WWE 2K26 news, including a massive overhaul to the AI, new situational surprise attacks, new entrance motions, and so much more. Make sure you leave a like on the video, and if you do enjoy these kind of videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more. Now, getting into the AI overhaul, this is one of the features I'm super excited about as it's going to add to the overall realism and immersion to the game. I hate when you're playing as a wrestler and you have your opponent as the CPU playing as John Cena, and he's going for these, suicide dives and these top rope moves and things that John Cena just doesn't do, and they're really going to address that this year with AI improvements. Now, this is a developer interview saying that, quote, the new AI features give wrestlers, quote from the developer, AI sequences, building on last year's AI improvements that introduced AI wrestlers' favorite moves and use of move frequency. This year's improvement involves having AI wrestlers imitate the sequence and timing of moves their real-life counterparts do. Take John Cena for example, explains the visual concepts Derek Donahue. When he goes for a 5-knuckle shuffle, he's always hitting the attitude adjustment afterwards, right? He almost never goes for a pin off the 5-knuckle shuffle. And so he has an AI sequence built into his moveset that tells when the AI is controlling John Cena, hey, when you're hitting 5-knuckle shuffle, do the attitude adjustment afterwards. And now take that concept and add up to 10 sequences that can be up to 10 moves long that are fully customizable for players inside. This is absolutely massive, having some moves that are going to always take place after you do a certain move, so that I hit a 5-knuckle shuffle and I'm always going to do the attitude adjustment afterwards, or I guess the CPU is, and that can be up to 10 moves long. And the biggest part is it is customizable for players inside, so you can go into, Obafemi, and you can put up to 10 moves. If he hits this move, he's always going to do this, and then this is followed by this and this and this, to create real life scenarios and real life sequences that you see on television. This is a perfect example. How often do you see John Cena hit a 5-knuckle shuffle and go for the pinfall? Never. You see him hit the 5-knuckle shuffle and he's always going for the attitude adjustment. I think this is just great. 2K25 did a really good job of improving the AI as you do more like top rope moves and more like running moves, and it felt more like a wrestling match. But having this is going to feel more like a wrestling match with real life WWE superstars, and I'm just very excited to see not only how this is incorporated on just like the base game, but when people start learning about this and really start playing around with it, how lifelike we can really get it going. It says this indicates that players can also assign these AI sequences to their created wrestlers, or even adjust what's already assigned to the roster of wrestlers in-game. During a developer roundtable discussion with the press, Visual Concepts revealed that this year's WWE 2K26 will have an improved AI, partly due to no longer being shackled by previous gen consoles. The devs were able to implement a lot of improvements to the game, which include AI logic that adds more realism and authenticity to the gameplay experience. Now, I do feel for players that don't have next-gen consoles, PS5s, Xbox Series X's, but dropping those previous ones is going to add a bunch of stuff to these games. It's going to make them so much better. And while I can't guarantee that 2K26 is going to have all these amazing features, it's going to be the best wrestling game of all time, it's their first shot of really just, we're putting away the old consoles, we're just getting to the new ones. What can we really focus on? And I think you give them a year, give them 2 years to really just focus on seeing what they can do and what can they improve on. You have, 3 stages of hell matches. You have all these ragdoll physics. You have these AI sequences. This is just like a building block. They're only going to get better and better, and I'm just so excited for the future. Having a current gen only console video game, I think it's just going to be amazing. Getting into some more information from the 2K developers, are talking about surprise attacks. He says, quote, I kind of forgot we had put this in there. I knew that it was on the feature list, says Visual Concepts Alan Flores. I read the spec, but then I'm sitting there playing in the NXT parking lot and I'm beating on some person, and then the garage door rolls up, a guy rolls out from underneath, and all of a sudden I'm in a handicap match. I'm getting beat by 2 guys. It was just so much fun. So we have these surprise attacks that you're in the ring and you're fighting, all of a sudden just someone comes out, their entrance music's hit, or they just run to the ring, and now you're getting beat by 2 guys, and it's just like a handicap match. But going from just like an entrance, it guaranteed it has to be an entrance, hit the music, it can be from anywhere. It says, like the garage rolling up. So here's the picture here of the backstage arena. So this is, I think, is Ethan Page here. It's just a screenshot from the area. This is not like his gameplay. This is not 2K26, it's 2K25. So imagine if you're here, you're Ethan Page, you're on this thing, you're attacking someone, and all of a sudden you see back here on this little garage right here, it's going to just roll up, someone's gonna come out of here and come beat you up. That's just one that we've mentioned. Maybe this ambulance door opens up and he comes on out. Maybe you're having an ambulance match and the driver door opens up and someone comes out and starts attacking you. It's just so cool that they're not just limited to just being in the ring. It's going to go into backstage areas. This is a really cool quality of life feature that makes you want to play these other game modes, not just having like a regular match in the ring. Now we're talking about AJ Styles possibly having a new entrance motion. I will shout out Cloud Wrestling. He's been an absolutely amazing person, just putting all this information out on Twitter and YouTube and all this kind of stuff about 2K26. So please, if you haven't already followed him, follow him already. Talking about why AJ might have a new entrance motion in 2K26. He says that people are asking how I see his new entrance motion. In 2K25, AJ Styles does not open his arms while looking sideways on the ramp. Also in 2K25, there are only two arm open movements on the ramp. His fingers are fully open, and inside the ring, he changes hand pose by closing two fingers and then pointing. In the 2K26 screenshot, you can see the Titantron clearly in the background, and AJ is very close to it, which means he's still on the ramp, but his pose doesn't match either of 2K25 animations. That's why I believe the new animation. I could be wrong, but this is what he's thinking. So here is with his fingers out, just one could be on the ring or on the ramp there. This is from 2K25 with his greenish attire. He's like already on the angle, on the ramp, on like the ring post possibly. And here he is at the Titantron. So on the ramp, hands open. And then this is a little bit of the closer one back here. Go back to the first one with his fingers out. You can just tell just from this screenshot to this screenshot, obviously it's not the best of quality, but just the model looks so much better. I love getting the blue back on AJ Styles. This is a great just default attire. So it could be nothing, but it could really be that AJ Styles gets a new entrance motion, which would be sick, because it could be our last game with AJ Styles as a current roster. He could come back as a Legends deal, but he also might be going to like AEW or something. So we gotta cherish him while we have it. So it's awesome he's kind of getting all the features thrown at him. New model, new entrance motion. Could be really cool to see. On some more disappointing news, we have the Ringside passes, and that's the season pass where you have to buy the season pass and then you have to grind the content in order to get the things you actually paid for. So someone reached out to 2K saying like, hey, this kind of sucks. Is this really true? And they said, this is again from the email. This is not, I did not email them. It's just going around on social media from their customer support. It says, hey there, while I see that you'd like to get the content right away, this is not how the Ringside Pass works. There's a regular and a premium one. When you purchase the premium one, you'll be able to unlock better rewards by grinding the game. So just more confirmation that we can't just get the DLC as soon as we pay for it. You have to buy the pass and then grind it to get the players, which I'm really disappointed in. I'll give them the one benefit of the doubt. If they're going to give us the full pass and like I have to grind for it, it does give us the option to have better rewards in there, as long as it's not just like slop for your My Island or My Faction cards. But if it's really cool attires or maybe like new theme music or new move sets, as well as having the additional characters, it might be worth it to keep, grinding these season passes. But this is all just a marketing ploy to get players playing the game for longer, because I'm sure they have a huge drop off, and so if you make them have to buy the DLC pack and then keep playing the game to unlock it, you're ensuring that players are going to be playing the game for a lot longer, keeping your play account higher, and then but you keep them playing, maybe they'll try out My Faction, maybe they'll try out My Island, and keep spending a little bit more money on the game. So it's a little disappointing, but if we are getting better rewards for it, I mean, you have to give them credit where credit's due. If you're going to give us more rewards than just like 5 characters, we're getting a full list of people and list of like attires, entrances, and things that I actually want, that I don't mind grinding for it, but I do want my characters when I get them. It's gonna be a shame if I'm just naming this person. If Batista is a DLC person and I pay that hat pack and he comes out and I have to grind a level like 100 and it's gonna take me like 2 weeks of grinding to get him, I'll be disappointed there. Again, on the other side, giving him credit, the battle passes will not expire. You will not buy it, and then after 3 weeks when the new season comes out or whatever, you don't lose your progress, you don't lose the access to it. You have until whenever they shut down the servers in a couple years to keep going for it. So I mean, it's give and take. You give them some credit, but they're going one step forward, 2 steps back. I don't like this DLC approach. Hopefully it kind of flops. I mean, I'm still probably going to buy like the Agile Era edition, but hopefully the overall they recognize that this is not what it needs to be and they kind of scrap it for next year. Finally, we have the IGN FanFest, which is coming out on February 25th, and this is going to be the next big day. We're going to get a lot of information about WWE 2K26. We could be getting more, obviously, any day. 2K can drop some new things here or there, but this is the next like feature festival. It's going to have a lot of 2K26 in it. Again, here is the details. February 25th and the 26th are 2 days, 1 p.m. Eastern for me. Over 100 exclusive reveals. They have like movies, TV shows, games, and on the games list, this is from their website, IGN, you do see WWE 2K26 right here. So hopefully it's some really cool stuff. That's about the time. It's about a week, maybe like 10 days before the game comes out. So we could be seeing some DLC actually announced, like which supercharge me each pack, or at least for season 1. Because typically in the past year, I think 2K25, the game came out on don't quote me on it, about like the middle of March, so like March 14th, and by March like 5th, they announced the DLC. So about the first week of March is when they start announcing what's going to be in the season passes. So I mean, with early access starting on what, the 6th, it has to be about a week earlier, which puts it around the 25-26 range. So we could see a lot of trailers, a lot of maybe the whole roster, some more gameplay updates, but I'm going to predict that we are going to see the DLC, at least for season 1, announced at this festival here. But let me know in the comment section which feature you're most excited for. Again, for me, it's AI sequencing. I'm super excited to see that how it's going to work in game and how these superstars feel like actual superstars and not just video game characters. But let me know your opinions in the comment below. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I post videos like this all the time. So if you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.